All right, welcome back, everybody, to our Worship Wednesday episode. Damon is bringing us in with Matthew chapter 7, so let's get into the episode.
Yeah, what's up, everyone? Thank you for listening, watching, subscribing. We greatly appreciate it. Make sure you're subscribed on the YouTube channel if you're not. Get us on our socials, Instagram, Facebook. I about called Spotify social media. I'm not sure if that is or not.
You can follow us there.
You can. Yeah, you can.
Yeah, you can get the. Make sure you're subscribed there. Is that how that works?
You can comment there too.
Follow
there.
on
But yeah, that's the big one I wanted people to do is comment and. Make sure you're commenting on all the episodes, but comment on these episodes too. Let us know what you think in the comments, and let us know if there's a topic maybe you want us to dive into at some point or talk about on one of these Worship Wednesday episodes. But we'll get right into it here. Matthew 7, verse 12, kind of just known as the golden rule. So
if you don't have your Bible, get yours out like I just did.
Yeah.
Oh, dang it. I forgot my Bible.
It's okay. Pull it up on your
It's
phone.
in my car.
All right, so here we go. Let's dive in here. So in everything, do to others what you would have them do to you. For this sums up the law and the prophets. Or simply put, do to others what you would have them do to you. Treat others the way you want to be treated. Something along those lines, right? Now, it's a very simple verse, and this comes straight from Jesus himself. But I want you to do something a little bit different for this one. I want to compare it to what was done prehistoric to Jesus versus what Jesus said.
Okay.
Because there's a lot of people out there that will say, well, this scripture isn't from Jesus. There was stuff prior to, and they're not wrong because there is there, but I want you to hear the very difference. So you just heard what Jesus said. So in everything you do to others what you would have them do to you, for this sums up the law and the prophets, Matthew 7:12. But let's hear from what Confucius says about 500 BC, okay? What you do not want done to yourself, do not do to others. Here's Zoroastrianism, that's ancient Persia. It's about 400 BC, so 400 years before Jesus. Do not do to others what is harmful for yourself. So do you hear the difference between what the world is saying compared to what Jesus is saying? Mm-hmm. Like what is the difference? Okay.
I'm not hearing a whole lot.
Sorry.
I'm not hearing a whole
Say
lot.
it again.
So it's do to others what you would have them do to you. Confucius says, do not do to others what you would not want done to yourself. Zoroastrianism says, do not do to others what is harmful for yourself.
So the other ones focus on don't do the bad because the bad will come back on you.
Correct.
But the Bible is focusing on do the good so you get the good. Mm-hmm. Or
Yes.
not in that way, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, no. So this is kind of what I want to get into. So what Jesus does here in Matthew 7:12 is he flips the cultural norm on its head. And he says, hey, if you're going to follow me, if you're going to be my disciple, like you can't just stand on the sidelines and just kind of act how the world acts, right? He's challenging us to a higher standard, and that standard is of action because action is love. So the real question is, so why does Jesus instruct us to do this? And I think this is the key here. Because when you love others and care for others the way that you want to be loved and cared for, you end up being a direct reflection of Jesus himself. Because before we loved him, he loved us. I think that's really just the big point here is it's a simple verse. It's the golden rule. Mm-hmm. We've all heard it. Do to others what you want to be do to others the way you'd want to be treated. But it really is a true reflection of Jesus and how he loved us before we loved him and how he died for us even before maybe we loved him, right? Mm-hmm. And it's just a little thing and a little reminder that, hey, like action is love. Don't be on defense, right? Don't stand away. Don't be like, well, if I don't do bad to them, they won't do bad to me. If I don't punch Grant, Grant's not going to punch me, right? Mm-hmm. No, instead, like, hey, if Grant's going to do something wrong, like, get with him. Like, be with him. Say, hey, like, this isn't the way. I want to help you. I want to lead and be active, right? Because action is love. So that's kind of just what I want to talk about today. And, I mean, love to hear y'all's thoughts, takeaways, anything you want to add or things like that.
I don't think I ever really thought about like it's the proactive versus just the don't be reactive or whatever.
Right.
It's like the go the extra mile instead of just don't like watch out for yourself, you know? And that's so true. People nowadays, at least like Yeah, people nowadays are so like, gotta watch out for me, gotta watch out for me. You know, if someone does something bad to me, you gotta get them back or something. And there's no like, go out of your way just to do something good, because it's so like, well, I won't step on your feet if you don't. That's wild to think about, because it sounds like the same thing, but when you really look into it, it's not.
Well, I love you said that, right? Because both Confucius and Zoroastrianism, again, these things predate Jesus, right? Before them, they're all about the I. If I protect me, right? Protect I. And what Jesus says is, it's not about you. It's about the others. It's about them. It's about bringing them to me. And that's what Jesus does, right? And throughout the whole entire, it's not about me. I'm God, right? I am the Messiah. I am no. What he does is he looks at the lowly, he looks at others, and he reaches out and extends his love, grace, and cares for us, and he does to them what he would have them do to him. Grant, you got anything?
Yeah. The way the NLT says it here, do to others whatever you would like them to do to you. So really, in that wording, to me, it makes you really just stop and think like, okay, what I'm about to do, what do I think they might do back later in the future? Like, do you think like, I don't, it's just something small, well, if I don't hold the door open for this person, do you think, they might hold it open for me? Or like, do you think if I lend this person a hand, do you think they might be willing to lend me a hand later in life? It's just like stuff like that, to be like, okay, like, just because like you might have a small gripe with somebody, it's like, that's not an excuse to just be like, wow, I ain't gonna fully help them like I'd help like one of my true friends. It's like, nah, that's not how that works. Yeah. It's not, like society always, like, one of the sayings that popped in my head is, you do you, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's that kind of that take a back, I'm not going to get involved approach, which...
And I'm guilty of that, man. There's things at work where like people are talking about certain situations, and it's almost like trying to get me involved. I'm like, you do you, man. I'm staying out of this. That's not. Which
aren't we all? I mean,
yeah.
We're all guilty of that.
Sometimes it's okay because like, okay, you shouldn't be in that situation. Like sometimes people are trying to literally pull you into something that doesn't at all involve you. And okay, yes, that's fine. But there's other times where it's like, you're kind of like apart or something like that. You get what I'm saying? Again,
right. It's almost like we just naturally want to take the easy way out, right?
Exactly.
Rather than actually have those conversations again, right? When you're taking the easy way out, you're just kind of bypassing it, right? You're not action. Again, I want to say this, action is love. And I think that's the key thing here is when you take that action, you're really showing the love. And at the end of the day, that's what sums up all the laws and the prophets, right?
Yeah. And kind of like you said about just having like if I was going the wrong way, for example, it's, even having like hard conversations instead of just like, like, I'm going to keep my mouth shut. I'm not going to say anything. It's like, no, have the hard conversations. Because, like, dude, that honestly forges more people having the hard conversations than not.
Yeah.
So.
It's awesome. It's awesome. Yeah, sweet. So, hey, I mean, thanks all for the input and all that. Really appreciate and the insights there. And hope this kind of just reframed this. I mean, it's the golden rule. It's known as such around the world. But hope it just reframed it into something that really means more, right? Because when Jesus speaks, he speaks, and it means something. Even just one individual line in the word, when you compare it to how the world lives, it'll change your thinking and your logic on how you view life. So
yeah,
really,
I have one more thing.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just feel like I should say this. It's not long, but do it for the people who you don't want to do it for.
That's the key.
I don't know if that was said. I was kind of just in my own thoughts while you guys were talking, but if you feel like you don't want to do it, that's probably when you should.
Yeah.
Just remember that. That's spot up.
I mean, because to that point, look what Jesus did this to. A lot of people who traditionally hated the Jews,
right?
Hated him because of his ethnic, just being, right?
Sure.
So, it's really that, and do it to the person who can't do anything for you. Like that's the.
It's easy to do it for your best friend. It's easy to do it for your boss, who you're trying to kiss up to. It's easy to do it for your parents if you love, when you love them. But it's hard to do it for those who are mocking you. It's hard to do it for those who are making fun of you.
Absolutely.
It's hard to do it for those who are, seem evil. And
that's a great way to end it, because again, when you do it in those cases, you're being a direct reflection of Jesus, right? Because that's exactly what he would do. Because they hated him. And I think that's the big thing. So thank you all for listening, watching, subscribing. Again, hope this blessed you. Matthew 7:12. Make sure you're liking, following, subscribing, doing all the things you do. Get in the comments. Love to hear your feedback on this. And until next time, have a great week.
Peace
See
out.
ya.